This actually happened. One spark destroyed everything. In the lands between Florida and Georgia, life moved in silence, untouched, peaceful, and alive. Morning light touched the forest like a gentle promise of another safe day. Children played where nature still felt like home, unaware of what the land was holding. The river flowed slowly, as if time itself had decided to rest here. Even the animals believed the world would always remain this calm. The forest stood tall, breathing quietly under golden skies. But the land was dry, too dry, as if waiting for something to change. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying a strange silence. No one noticed the warning hidden in the heat of the soil, and the sun set beautifully for what would be the last peaceful night. Far above, clouds began to gather, heavy, dark, and restless. The forest floor cracked under the weight of forgotten rain. Farmers looked at the sky with quiet concern. Something felt wrong. Animals stopped moving, sensing danger they could not explain. The wind grew stronger, no longer gentle but warning. Lightning flickered in the distance like a signal from the storm. The air turned thick, as if the world was holding its breath. Even the birds grew silent, watching the sky change. Nature itself seemed to hesitate before what was coming. And then, the first spark was ready to fall. A single lightning strike tore through the sky. It hit the dry forest like destiny had chosen its target. Fire was born in an instant, small but alive. The forest did not resist. It reacted. Flames crawled across dry leaves like a living creature. Smoke rose slowly, as if awakening something ancient. The wind carried the fire forward, feeding it. What began as a spark became movement, and movement became destruction. The forest was no longer sleeping. It was burning. The fire grew beyond control, consuming everything in its path. Smoke turned the sky into a burning ceiling. Animals ran, not knowing where safety ended. Trees fell one by one, like giants collapsing. The forest screamed in silence. Fire traveled faster than fear itself. The land between Florida and Georgia began to vanish in smoke. Everything green turned into ash and orange light. Even the wind now carried destruction. Nature was no longer alive. It was fighting to survive. Sirens broke the silence of the burning night. Families had only moments to escape what they once called home. Roads filled with panic, and headlights disappearing into smoke. Fire trucks rushed toward the heart of the inferno. Every second now mattered more than anything else. Children watched from windows as their world faded behind them. The sky itself had turned into fire. People looked back, not wanting to believe what they were losing. But the fire did not stop for emotion, kept moving forward, like time itself had turned against them. A baby deer stood alone, lost in a world of smoke. The forest that raised it was gone. Birds flew blindly through burning air. A mother searched desperately for her young. Even the smallest creatures felt the weight of disaster. The ground was too hot, the air too heavy. There was no direction, only escape. Silence now meant danger. Every heartbeat became survival. Nature was not just burning, it was grieving. But humanity did not stand still. Firefighters entered the flames without hesitation. Water met fire in a battle of endurance. Helicopters filled the sky like guardians of hope. Against impossible odds, they pushed forward. A small life was rescued from a burning home. Hands reached into danger to save what could be saved. Exhaustion could not stop determination. The fire was strong, but so was courage. And in that battle, hope refused to die. Then, the sky changed. Dark clouds broke open over the burning land. Rain began to fall, slowly at first, then stronger. Fire hissed as water touched its final breath. For the first time, nature began to heal itself. Two deer found each other again. In the rain, life somehow remembered how to return. From ashes, green began to rise. Birds returned to a sky that was no longer afraid. And as the sun rose again, the forest whispered one truth: even fire cannot end life. It only changes it.